So I'm standing in a national park in South Dakota, and there's a police car heading this way, and I know they're coming for me. I know because I know what my crime is, and oh yeah, I'm guilty. I know it. I had 5 sprigs of sage burning a hole in my pocket. That's right, sage. Salvinia officinalis, sacred herb. And yeah, I had read the sign that said, leave all plants, animals, and rocks where you find them, but I mean, this is public land, right? Am I not the public? I mean, my tax dollars went here too to grow this sage, and you know, this is also stolen land. Were you aware? Yeah, so is it even possible to steal sage on stolen land? I don't think so. I don't think so. And when he gets here, I'm going to fight it. I'm going to deny the accusations. I'm going to refuse to empty my pockets. I mean, they're women's pants. The pockets are just decorative anyway. I'm going to tell him he's got no authority here on this land, because this land is the Pahasapa, the Black Hills. This is the Lakota Garden of Eden. This is where Creator brought forth the people. And let me tell you, sir, you have no authority over the Garden of Eden. As I'm waiting for the car to approach slowly with its lights spinning, I'm also reminded of Sue Ann Big Crow. You see, I had spent the last week working at a volunteer camp on the Pine Ridge Reservation for my birthday, and that was where I heard the story of this amazing high school athlete. Her name was Sue Ann Big Crow. And I heard this story about a basketball game she played in. She was 14 years old, the youngest on the team. She was on the varsity team as a freshman. That's how good she was. And they were playing in Lead, South Dakota, which is a small town about an hour away from the reservation. It was a bitter rivalry between the two of them, and when they got there, the whole gymnasium was already full of white students and families and fans, and there were already fake war whoops raising to the rafters and horrible jeers already being called before the girls even got out of the locker room. The team captain, she didn't want to go out on the court. I don't blame her. It was scary. But Sue Ann came up and took the ball from her, and she said, I'll go first. So she led her team onto the court, and the minute their feet touched the parquet floor, the crowd got even louder and wilder, and the Lead high school band started playing a mockery of Indian drumming on their percussion set, and the screams and the racist insults and the taunts were just like raining down on the girls' shoulders like debris. And Sue Ann stopped at center court, and she handed the basketball back to her team captain, and then she took off her warm-up jacket, and she flung it over her shoulders like a shawl. And she started to dance. Not to the rhythm of the horrible mocking drum set of the Lead high school band. It was to the rhythm in her mind that she had heard at dozens and dozens of powwows in her life. And then she started to sing the song that accompanies the shawl dance. And she wasn't singing loud. She wasn't trying to get anyone's attention. She was singing for herself and for her teammates. And eventually, the confused crowd got quieter and quieter until it was silent. And Sue Ann turned around and she took the ball back and swish. Sue Ann had faced the hatred in that room by becoming more of what they said they hated. You might hate me, but you cannot make me hate my people, myself, and my traditions. She had drawn on the best of her ancestors in that moment. And yeah, they went on to win the game. Meanwhile, back at the national park, here I am, ready to throw a fit about a few pieces of sage that I took from national park land. And why? Why? I think I was motivated. I know I was motivated by rage. I had spent a week on Pine Ridge Reservation, really seeing right up close the systemic oppression and the fallout of our government taking their lands. And I was furious, and I felt powerless, and so I took the sage. But that rage had led me to kind of a weird place of entitlement, like I felt I was entitled to steal from public land. Like this land was not my land. It belongs to all of us, to all the people. And it's still a source of life and creation, and it deserved my respect. So I went home with no sage, empty pockets, a little bit more humility. I also went home with a $200 fine for not leaving plants, animals, and rocks where they belong. And a good lesson from Sue Ann, I had some homework to do. I had to figure out what is the best of my people so that I can become an ancestor that my grandchildren will be proud of. Thanks.